Hello guys, welcome to today's lab session. In this video, we're going to be doing an exciting honeypot lab. We'll be setting up a honeypot to capture live RDP brute force attacks. And basically our goal today is to use a custom PowerShell script. So what the script will do is it will capture the live RDP attempts on our host computer, which will be the virtual machine. And we'll use that data to display it on a live map. And it will help us visualize where the attacks are coming from and their origin, and we'll be able to see this in real time. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay guys, so go to your browser, type in Azure portal. Make sure you click the Azure portal and sign up. It is going to ask for a credit or debit card, but don't worry about it. It's completely free. It's not going to charge you. The Microsoft does give you $200 in credit, and it lasts a pretty long time. I'm already signed in, so I don't need to do that. So once you're signed in into Microsoft Azure, your page is gonna look something like this. So I'm gonna go ahead and type in virtual machines right here. Click create. Okay, then for resource group, I'm gonna name it Honeypot Lab. So what the resource group is where everything for this lab is gonna be in. At the end of the lab, we will be deleting this so it doesn't charge us. So for the virtual machine name, I'm gonna name it Honeypot VM because the virtual machine is our honeypot. For region, I'm just gonna pick US1. Any region you pick is fine. Availability options, I'm gonna go with no infrastructure. Keep security type as standard. Make sure you do pick Windows. Keep the size as standard. For username and password, you do have to remember this. So if not, write it down. Okay, click confirm. Next. Based on my time zone, so I'm gonna have to pick US2. Click next. Next on the networking part. So for the network security group, click advanced. And for configure network security group, we want to click new. Remove this preset security group. Add an inbound rule. And so we want to allow any traffic. We want to make our virtual machine very discoverable because it's a honeypot. So we're just going to have any custom. Here we're going to do a star for any. Priority, we're going to do a low one like 100. And I'm going to name it danger any in. Click add. Click OK. Okay, everything looks fine. Review and create. Create. KC is deploying, so the virtual machine is deploying. It's gonna take some time. So while we're waiting on that, let's go to Log Analytics Workspace. On Log Analytics Workspace, click create. For resource group, we're gonna put it on the honeypot lab we created. And for the name, I'm gonna name it Law Honeypot. For Log Analytic Workspace honeypot, let's do 7. Put it on the same server as my other one, so US2. Click review and create. Click create. Okay, so the Log Analytics Workspace is deploying. So let's go ahead and go to the security center. So Microsoft Defender for Cloud. This will enable gathering VM logs in the security center. So Once we're here, we're gonna go to environment settings. Let's click on the law honeypot. You wanna turn on foundational CSPM on, servers, turn it on. We're not gonna be using SQL servers for this lab, so just leave that off. Click save. Go to data collection, click all events, click save. Okay, now let's go to log analytics workspace. Let's go back to it. And we're gonna connect the log analytics workspace to the virtual machine we created. So go to virtual machines and connect it. Now while it's connecting, let's set up Microsoft Sentinel. So let's type it in here. Click create. And let's connect it to the log honeypot. Click add. This is gonna allow our logs to be sent to the SIEM, the Microsoft Sentinel. Okay, now let's now that this is set, let's go to and log into the virtual machine. So type in a remote desktop connection, click open. All right. Before we do this, let's get the IP of the virtual machine. So let's go to virtual machines, click on it, and the public IP address should be here. Copy it, go to the RDP, paste it, connect. More choices, and then use a different account. So this is the account we used at the beginning that we created. So for this video, I'm gonna enter a wrong password so we can see it in the Windows event viewer. Okay, now I'm gonna type the right one. Okay, click yes. Let's wait for this to load. Okay, so for any of this, we'll click no for everything. Accept. Let's wait for it to load. Network, you can click yes, doesn't matter. For Edge, click continue. We are gonna be using Microsoft Edge, so start without data is fine. Continue. Right, before we do this, let's check the event viewer to see the failed login attempt. Okay, go to Windows log, security logs. Let's wait for it to load. All right, while we wait on this, come to Microsoft Edge and type in IP geolocation. Is the IO, this one right here. So what this is gonna play a part in the map, in how we're gonna see the live map. You are gonna have to sign up for this. Okay, let's go back to the event viewer. Let's expand this. Let's see if we can find our failed logon attempt. This is not it. We have one right here, see event ID or 625 logon. Okay. See the username that I tried, the failure reason, and then there's gonna be your workstation name and your IP address. So when people are trying to brute force into our computer using RDP, we're gonna see their IP address here, and this is where we're gonna log that information and send it to IP geolocation, and this is gonna convert it into, it's gonna give us the latitude, longitude for the live map. All right, now let's turn off the firewall for the computer. But before we do this, let me go into my actual computer. Open command prompt. And let's ping the virtual machine. The IP address right here. /T for continuous pinging. See how it says request timed out? It's because the virtual machine is blocking the ICMP messages. So let's go back to the virtual machine and type in wf.msc. Right click Windows Defender, properties, turn everything off, so domain profiler off. For private, public, turn it off. Apply. Okay. Now let's go back to our actual computer. See how now it's actually being able to ping it because we turn off the firewall. All right, you can go ahead and close this. Go back to the virtual machine. So now what we're gonna need the code, the PowerShell script code. So you are gonna need for this lab, you are gonna need to sign up for IP geolocation and get their API key. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. I am gonna have the code to this in the description, the link for the PowerShell script. So you want to copy the PowerShell script, go ahead and type in PowerShell ICE. All right, go ahead and click on new, paste the script. So what this script is essentially doing is gathering failed login attempts through RDP. So it's gathering from the Windows event viewer, from the security log, and it's sending them to this API, IP geolocation. So now, once you log into IP geolocation and get the API key, copy it, and you're gonna replace this one with your own, and now we can run the script. See, that's the first one is our failed login attempt. When people start trying to log into our computer through RDP, this is where we're gonna see everything, the failed login attempts. All right, so now let's go back to our main computer, go to log analytics, click on here. We're gonna create a custom table. Where is it at? Click on new custom MMA based. So here, let's go back to our main computer. So what this is doing, this is creating a file. We'll see it right here on here. Let's open this. See, it's a hidden file, so we have to access it through here. Program data. Failed RDP logs is this one right here. So the computer is collecting the log files from here. This is how what we're gonna use to train it. See, these are the sample ones that we're gonna use to train the computer. This is not gonna show up on the actual log once we're in the SIEM. But this is my actual login attempt right here. So we're gonna head and copy this. Go back to our main computer. Let's open Notepad. Paste it. Save it. I'm just gonna name it failed rdp.log. Save it on desktop, make it easier to find. Okay, we can go ahead and close this. So here on collection path, we're gonna pick it. So desktop, failed RDP. Go ahead and click next. Let's see, make sure everything is right. Looks like everything is set. We have our one failed login attempt right here. Click next. So for collection path, click Windows. We need the path from the virtual machine, so it'll actually be able to gather the logs. So to do this, we have to see basically where the fail log RDP folder is at. So this is where it's stored at, right here in program data, fail RDP log. This is what we're gonna need. Paste it. Click next. Okay, let's name this failed RDP with geo. Is gonna add a CL to the end of it for custom log. Click next. Okay, everything is fine. Create. All right, now we can go to logs. This is where our data is gonna show up. So let's see, let's try failed RDP with GOCL. Let's run the script. We're not getting anything right now because it takes time for the information to load here. Okay guys, I'm back. So I'm gonna run a script. I'll have a link to this in the description. So it's just basically gonna align everything better. We're gonna have the latitude, longitude, the country, the state. Let's go ahead and run it. And we only have one login attempt. Surprisingly, this never happened before. We have the latitude, the longitude, the country. Now we want to put this information on a map. So what we'll do is we'll go to workbooks. Click add a workbook. Click edit. Remove these presets. Click on add a query, and I have another code for this, for the Azure heat map. I'll also have this on the description. Go ahead and paste it, run it. You can see it's right here. Now we'll go to map. And as you can see, it tells you kind of where the attacks are coming from. See, let's try to fix this. Country. Apply. See, now it says the actual country. 3 from United States, this is me. And 1 from Russia. Hello guys, this is what I wanted to show you. As you can see, we have many login attempts from Panama. They're currently trying to log into our virtual machine. We can see their IP and the username they're trying to use, administrator. That's why it's not a good idea to keep it as administrator. It's really common for them to use that. We have Netherlands. And if we come here to security events, we can see all the audits and we can see it more in detail. There's their IP, and we're gonna send this through with the PowerShell code to the API at IP geolocation, and we're gonna use that information to display it on the map. And right here, if we type in security event, where event ID equals 4625. Oh. And run it. We can see now it's displaying on the logs. We can see right here many login attempts, and now let's try our actual log file filled with RDP. Let's run it. Let's see. It looks like it's still not ready, so I'm gonna wait probably about 30-15 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, as you guys can see, we have 2 separate attacks. We have 433 from the Netherlands, 74 from Panama. So you can see the Netherlands circle is bigger because they have a larger volume of attacks. But this is just to give you guys an idea of what it would look like. You see, if we get an attack from China, it would be around here, Russia. And yeah, thank you for watching this video, and until next time.